into the game. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense takes the field. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He leaves it with his back. And they're able to get him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play in 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Getting some heat. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Dialing up a second down pass play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. He's
a shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Try to get it on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. After the misfire, it's second down. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
In this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
To the air, it's Green. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Ray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And the ball slipped out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush for me. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. To the air, it's Green. They're setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Feeling some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Fox. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. The short hands, it's Ray. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Green. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball. Defense has it. Right down the gut of the field. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Green. Floats it out in space. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Caught over the middle. It's Ray. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on second down for this offense. On the option. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. When you've already sent your punter around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. With the catch, it's Ray. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quickly to the tight end. He breaks a tackle, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Green. Looking left. Holds it in. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. I want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Field goal is good.
That makes the score Notre Dame 28, West Virginia 10.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Slings it. Got his man to the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Now on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. To throw, it's Green. They're bringing him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Notre Dame right back to the line. They go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to scramble. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Still on his feet at the 45. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Green. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down and down.
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good. And that mountain is still 20 points high.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker. I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to throw, it's Leonard. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to off.
The extra point is blocked. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll give it to the back. On the move is the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it in the middle, it's Collins. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help?
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Brings it down on the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric one has him set up.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
it's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. It's a draw. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. No huddle here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's White. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. It's just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
He rifles one deep to the left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Trying to get to him. Forced out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Off the play fake on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Kicking team.
So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Davis.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love quarterbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Unloads quickly, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Irish send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll signal for a fair catch after that weak punt. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Green. Quick strike complete. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wood took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, West Virginia. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Price. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Love. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down here for the offense. Gets it out fast. Makes a catch and knocked down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Hand off from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back to back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's White. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Dropping back, it's Green. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's looking for a man on second down. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
From the gun, looking for a man. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Got a man. It's Collins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
29 Philly.
He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's live. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Quarterback checking the play. To the ground. He's got it again. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw, it's Green. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give your...
Snags it down the right side. All kinds of running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big throw.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hello there and welcome to something rare and special in college football, a true snow game. Clearly the weather's going to be a factor and adds another layer of intrigue to this one. We've got a really compelling contest here, a team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Marshall's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes one of the elite running backs in all of college football. When he gets the ball in his hands, he just hold your breath time, Kirk. He's been electrifying.
He sure is. The embodiment of a superstar. The bona fide runner with ill intentions for the defense. This offense leans on him, and there aren't very many times that he doesn't come through for it.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Hand it off for a draw. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense. So Notre Dame's offense gets their first crack now. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher, very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
He ends up getting tackled at the 30.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Back to pass. It's Leonard. He'll try a pass here. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. We got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. There's no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And this one is right through. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be fourth down. It's a costly penalty for the special teams. The offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. So first and 10, that's a costly mistake by the defense on fourth down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to chuck it again. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. Let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands with a good combination of good coverage, with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
That sack makes it 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. On the run here, lets it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 43-yard attempt. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hole, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. Remember, that last possession went for it on 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a 4th down completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Finds his man. It's Turner. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. 7th play of the drive coming up. They'll try the right here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And here's the handoff. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
You just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. With the catch, it's Turner.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Touchdown. Hurd. This quarterback on fire today.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's 4. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
He's found some room at the 45. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
To throw, it's Leonard. Pressure is coming. He eludes the rush. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And out comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
So it hits the crossbar and goes through. That kick seemed like it was a mile away. He got it up in the air and gave it a chance. Hits that crossbar, and it's 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Fights off a defender. They'll tackle him at the 27. Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll use the ground game here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First down at 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Takes the handoff. It's low. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage. And
the freshman's able to get home with a sack. That time it's the free safety getting home on the blitz to blow it up.
But he had a long way to go, and it's a bit of a risk, because obviously the free safety's the last line of defense on these long pass plays, and he's coming after that quarterback, and he's got to make sure he gets home quickly to make the play on the QB. Otherwise, you're at risk of giving up a big play through the air. Great job there in timing that up.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Grab behind the line. It's Evans. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is...
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Leonard. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers. Not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands. And he shows he's got that ability here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he let the ball go. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Boy, what a throw. But what's more impressive is the toughness by that quarterback, knowing he's about to get hit and still makes that throw.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. Some positive signs in that last drive, but it stalled. They had to settle for a punt. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching downfield. He makes the grab. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. And he's looking to throw. Caught quickly. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Good enough for 1st down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Caught on the outside. It's Chapman. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. He's got room looking for the end zone. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Defense getting very heavy here. Looking to stuff the run. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown. Wandering Herd.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's 4. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. There's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Marshall will kick it off to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. The ball will be down just inside the 30. Here comes Marshall's offense back down onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Got him. He's sacked.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game fly. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
The sack sets up second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And they will trot out the field goal team here. Kick is up and no good. But there's a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Cannot make contact with a kicker like that. Costly special teams penalty gets the offense back on the field. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Brought down near the 6-yard line.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down that time. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Marshall, 17.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Short throw complete to the tight end. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Trying to find some room. It's low. Runs through the defender. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Manages the tricky footing and knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
They're going to run it here. Powering through. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They'll run it here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using his legs, it's Turner. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. That run sets up a critical third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. And he'll set up to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Marshall. This offense really clicking. That's another strike to this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the ground, it's Love. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Back to pass. It's Leonard. Pass not complete. Tough spot. The offense has to convert 3rd and long from a 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. They bring the punter onto the field now. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. Prudent decision to make the fair catch here in these frigid conditions. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. A completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. They go with a short shovel pass. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Now the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, look out. The football is free. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
To throw, it's Leonard. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Here's the punt, high in the air. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Boy, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Pressured and dropped back into the 8-yard line. On their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
Defense is coming after him. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle.
Touchdown, Irish. And this one is getting ugly. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds room at the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Looking to pass here on second down. This time it's complete. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nice grab. It's Chapman. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Third down, out of the shotgun. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on down.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll work the clock here with their running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And he boots it high into the air. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. The offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point. Well, they had some high hopes, Kirk, coming into this game. They practiced well, prepared well, they were optimistic, but things just did not work out, and that's a tough loss.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like this, and the smart coaches know how to use them to motivate their team moving forward.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.